'97 Chevy 1500, 5.0 liter. The customer said he was just driving this thing and all of a sudden it just quit running in the middle of the road. They pulled it over across from my shop. These people go to my church, so they luckily just broke down really close to my shop. So here it is. I don't know anything about it. Pretty nice looking truck, well taken care of. There's hardly any rust up under it. I've already looked because I was worried about that. Let's see what's going on. We had it pushed in. I cranked it for a second. It didn't even fire. Let me hook a scan tool up. Let's see if we got any codes, and we're gonna get down to business, get this thing fixed. All right, I got the old snap-on out. Had to knock the dust off of it. It's really good scanner for these slower networks. But anyway, let's see what kind of codes are in. I'm in generic. O2 sensor, no activity. Bank 1 sensor 3. What's this thing got? 3 sensors on it? Is this one of them California emissions? I don't know. Slow response, heater, O2s, just O2s. This would not keep it from starting because when you crank a vehicle, it doesn't even look at the O2 sensors. That's not going to help us any, but let's crank it. When I got in this and keyed it on, I heard a fuel pump. I didn't catch it on camera, but I heard something running back there. Go into engine. It's an automatic. Engine data. Engine RPM. Let's see if that moves when I crank. Yes, it does. We got RPM. That was quick. Something we can just do in the driver's seat. Let's see. Coolant 60. Throttle position. Let me see if that changes when I push it. Yep. I don't see anything. I'm just looking for something that jumps out at me. Lean, that might be a clue. Maybe it ran out of fuel, don't know. All right, I'm gonna stick a battery charger on this thing and stick it on nuclear so that we can charge it up. And I'm gonna crank the engine, spray a little bit of brake clean in there and see if this thing will fire off. That will tell us. It could tell us we don't have no fuel, possibly. I've sprayed brake clean in them and they've had no spark and they fired because it's so volatile. But it'll give us a little bit of a direction. It's quick, it's easy. I always try to do the easiest things first. Okay, got my charger hooked up, got it set on nuclear, and I'm gonna pop off this filter housing, see if I can spray some brake clean in it while we crank. All right, crank it. Okay, hold up. Crank it again. All right. Did you hear that fuel pump? Yeah. Turn the key all the way off. Okay, now just turn it on. We'll prime it. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very good.
It's almost like it's spraying gas back in. Prime it again. Well, that didn't give us a whole lot of information. I keep hearing something funny from the fuel pump area. Luckily, Chevy gave us a fuel pump port, so I'm going to stick my fuel pressure gauge in it, and we'll just see if we got fuel pressure. It almost sounds like when you prime it, like there's fuel spraying, but I don't know. I can't hardly tell because it's like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what kind of fuel pressure we got. Right back here is the fuel pressure port. I don't know if you can see it, it's right there. Here's my gauge. We're gonna hook it up, see what kind of pressure we got. Ready to turn it off?
Alright, it's off.
It's only showing 20 psi.
Should have about 48 or so.
Seems a little low, don't it? And I had a lean code. I'll look up the spec, see what it's supposed to be, but I'm pretty sure that's not correct. Let's see what fuel pressure spec is. Maybe we can just go to fuel pump, specifications. Well, we definitely don't have that much fuel pressure. We're sitting at about 20. Yeah, that's a problem. So does it need a fuel pump? Are we done? Not so fast. I want to pinch off the return line. I mean, I've seen the regulators just return fuel so fast that they don't build up enough pressure. That's possible. This has a central port injection or something like that. They call it a CSI, central sequential port injection. So these have a central sequential port injection, CSI. Sequential means that they can fire each injector one at a time. And they look like a spider. Some people call them a spider injector, and they're known for going bad. But there's not enough fuel pressure going to the injector assembly. So let's just stay focused on that, not get too crazy, but I want to keep that in the back of my mind. And the return line is a hard line, so I can't like pinch it off right here. But I think underneath the truck by the tank, there is some soft lines that I can pinch off, and at least going to attempt that and then see if it brings the fuel pressure up. If not, then we're done. It needs a fuel pump, but I'll show you where these lines are. They're going to be hard to get to. So let's crawl up under this and look at these lines. Here's the fuel lines there. All right, there's some rubber lines right there I can get to. So this is obviously the fuel feed line because it's got the filter, and the other one will be the return. So I'm going to pinch off this line here. Let me zoom in. This one right here. Probably be easier to get on this side. So it's this top one is the return. Ouch, crap, hard to squeeze. Ugh. All right, got that pinched off. The return, let me try to crank it and see if our pressure comes up. Crank. All right, that's it. The fuel pressure gauge doesn't lie. It's only got 20 pounds of pressure. So it's got to have a fuel pump. Okay, here is the old fuel pump out of this Chevy 1500. And we changed the filter and the pump. If you remember, there was no fuel. It was only going up to 20 psi before. So here is the fuel pressure gauge. The new fuel pump's in it now. We've already primed it. You can already see there's a lot of fuel pressure, plenty. 60's the spec. So go ahead, Daniel. Okay, it was just a bad fuel pump. I also changed the filter while I changed the fuel pump because it's always a good practice. These 97 Chevys, they're usually pretty rusted, but this one was in good shape, so we was able to change it without too much trouble. But yeah, not a big deal. If you have this problem, just do a fuel pressure test. I wish I would have done a amp clamp reading on the fuel pump. I didn't. I just was in a hurry, but next time we'll definitely do that just to get more information. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Catch y'all on the next one.